Okay. So gonna start working on Razor Shadows, the second version, and I think I'm gonna kind of get rid of the weaker, like hard black shadows, and make it off of the shadows that I've made. Hey, how's it going? Glad you're back. Okay. Okay, let's make a new layer on top there. How do I do that? Pointer, yeah, it's under. Yeah, let's just do that. Delete that one. Shut up. Oh wait, cancel. So we already have that. Okay. I'm just supporting small streamers because they are. Hey, thanks. I appreciate that. I really do. Thank you very much. Just grab this. Set the normal real quick. Let's set the 50%. Okay, there we go. Grab that. Alright. Okay, so let's go back to 50. Put that back on. There we go. Alright, so now let's just do this. Thought I grabbed the. Hold on. That's not correct. Should be blue. It was pretty good. How about you? There we go. Now it's the correct. Don't know why it keeps doing that to me. There we go. Alright, so now we can start working on making the shadows the way I did the last time. First, I'm just gonna grab this. kind of erase out the extra in the background that's not there. That sounds pretty good. Sounds enjoyable. Alright, so we got that. Now I can shrink it back down. We'll get in here. Okay. Okay, so gonna catch line. Definitely like that. Probably something like that. Why is it not push? There we go. Okay, so we got that. We're gonna put a little thing right there. Definitely gonna have to do that there. It's gonna be like that. It's all gonna be interesting. Okay, let's just kind of knock out the general stuff, I guess, instead of wasting time on other things. Kind of figure that one out. Something kind of like that. Got a little spot right there. Gonna have a little bit comes down there, not that much, but something like that. All right, so let's see. It's gonna be kind of like that. something kind of like that, like that. Figure that bit out. It's definitely going to be a spot there. Something kind of like that. Little spot there. Something like that. We'll put in stuff on that in a minute, I guess. We'll go back and look enough. I know this is a very rough pass on these things. Trying to figure out where the light's going to hit, generally speaking, and then we'll go in and we'll adjust some of this stuff more accurately. It's definitely not going to go away. That should have like a little line. It is three-dimensional shape. Yeah, that would be kind of like that. Yeah. That's gonna be really difficult. Okay. Cool. All right. Cool. All right. So I guess now let's kind of start. Working a little more detailed, focusing in a little bit better. Nope, not what I wanted. There we go. So now I'm just going in and kind of focusing on the more detailed bits here. So let's see. I feel like light would kind of catch maybe the tip up there and kind of do that ear. Not entirely sure, but that's kind of how I see it happening in my head. doesn't mean that's exactly how it's happening. What's up, Hedra Killer? Not entirely sure why it blocked that. Hold on. I'll allow that one. Whatever. That's a... I don't know why it marked that as profanity, unless it's profanity in a different language. I really don't know. Yeah, I don't know what happened right there. That one I don't really understand. Like I said, unless it's something in a different language that I don't know, which is entirely possible. Let's see. Let's give that a little bit of a curve like that. Eyes here. Don't want those covered. Okay, so for that, I do want that one totally covered. Nope. Jump back. There we go. Yeah, I don't know. That's a good question. Maybe for those who are just super lazy? I don't know. That's a solid question. Let's do... There we go. Nope. Too far. That'll work. Yeah. I don't know. She's doing a lot better. She's out with our other dog. And with my wife, they're watching TV. They're watching TV right now. That's how good they're doing. Can't get much better than that. She's doing a lot better though. Thank you very much. Okay. So let's do that. Give that. And a little bit of that. I'm doing well, thank you. How about yourself? I will say, my wife is sick, so that's not super fun for her. Well, that's not very fun. It's a new year, maybe you'll have more luck this year. I don't know. I don't know how that works. There's always something new. Maybe you'll have new, more fun experiences this year. Maybe, I don't know. I certainly don't know the future. So I can't tell you, but yeah. Maybe you will. Yeah. Unfortunately, sometimes that's just how it works. Some people just like, that's how, yeah. I'm sorry. That's no bueno. Well, hopefully it's not the worst. All the time, you know? Like, sometimes I hope it's better than this. Anyway, let's see. Yeah, let's just no, not what I meant. Back up. Let's hit that like that. Okay, jump it back up. Something kind of like that. Gonna hit it like that. Okay, I'm not entirely sure on that. It's hard to kind of figure these out. A little bit more difficult than typical stuff, I feel like. We'll figure this bit of shadow. Okay, let's call it shadow there. Do that. Give it a slight shadow underneath. Shrink it down. Something like that ish. Yeah. That's not too terrible. Do that last one. Whoop. Yeah, I don't know. We'll leave it for now. Okay, so do that, real quick. Let's just hit this. Okay. There. Okay. Something kind of like that. This is a difficult little section to work in. Anytime you get in those tiny little spots. Your CV. Well, good luck with that. I'm not entirely sure what that is. But yeah, thanks for stopping in. I appreciate it. I'll be here for a little bit anyway. Feel free to pop in if you would like. Okay. Okay. Don't like there. There, that's a little bit better. Not as much of an angle. Curriculum. All right. Well, I appreciate that. Letting me know what that is, because I certainly didn't know. Essentially, I'm guessing that's like homework. It's curriculum. But yeah, I don't know. I'm not even going to try and say that second word because I'm not going to say it right. Good luck with it. I hope it goes well. Oh, applying for jobs. Okay, cool. Well, best of luck with that. I hope it goes well. And I'll look at this first one. Why did it? Whoa. I just lost 2 channels out of. Why did I lose 2 channels on my? Did I lose 2 channels on my chat? Thank you, Kuya. Hold on 1 second. Hi, Kuya. I appreciate it. Thank you very much. I'm having an issue right now with my chat. Fill some stuff. Believe me, I have problems with trying to figure stuff out too. Okay, so now, okay. I lost some of my channels in my chat, my restream chat, which kind of puts everything together. But some of them are coming back. That's super weird. All right. Yeah, I don't know why it did that. That is very, very strange. All right. Okay. Well, it seems like it's doing all right now. It's starting to come back online. The ones that, yeah, okay. They're all coming back. Huh. I wonder why I did that. Anyway, thank you very much for the follow. I appreciate that very much. Thank you. And there's a couple people who followed while I was off the stream as well. Panka Chick, Chromium Man, Melange, Freeview, Ricardo, Ikosi, Galaxy, Gay Boy, Inhuman 666, DJ Doubleman, Desirelli, Sportsy, Brian T, Natalie, LP, Hestus the Best. All right. Thank you all for doing that. I appreciate that very, very much. Where is that? There we go. Thank you. Okay. But now back to what I was doing. We are working on putting in the shadows. So right now, oh no, maybe we, I don't know. For now, I'll leave that all black. Okay. Okay. Yeah. Seems like all the channels are back working again, so that's good news. Right. This one is too angular. I don't like that. So let's kind of curve that. And curve this side. I think that is much better. That's almost the way I want it. Let's just hit that. Oh. There. Okay, I think that's pretty good. But yeah. Thanks everyone who's joining me. I appreciate everyone popping in. It's always more fun for me, at least, when I have people to talk to. Hopefully it's a little bit more entertaining for everyone else as well. Bloop. Okay, let's see. No, I want that needs to be like that. Okay, let's see if I can't figure this bit out the way I want it. Okay, so let's do. Lighting is not my strong suit. I kind of fumble my way through it. So yeah, just as a friendly FYI. I mean, I did a pretty good job on this one. Like, this took me a while though. This, like, once I get down lower out of the face, especially like with the whiskers and stuff, like, well, whiskers, like it's a little bit more difficult for me to kind of figure out where I'm going with things. So real quick, we're gonna push this back a little bit more. I'm gonna call it like that. So then the light is coming from the top right is my general go-to for my lighting. If anyone is wondering. Because I'm definitely not advanced enough to mess with all kinds of different lighting. I'm just not. Okay, let's call it, say, something like that. Okay, and we'll cut it. Cut it a little high there. There we go. So let's do that for right now. Push this back a little bit because it will be shadowed, but it won't be shadowed that much, I don't think so. Okay. Okay. And there's like a million different ways to do lighting and like plan your shadows out and all that, and yeah. So many different styles and choices to make. It's all how you want to do it. Really. There's no 100% oh that's wrong and this is right kind of situation with lighting. So if you're new and you're having a hard time with lighting, it's really like it's never going to be an easy thing, at least not for me, I feel like. But you will get better at it. The more you do it, the better you'll get. It's a whole thing. So just keep at it. Keep plugging away. And let's see. Yeah, I think I'll push that a little bit like that. And let's just ditch that whole line there. So right now these are very, very blue, very saturated. They will be toned down. I'm going to, at some point I will overlay, and then I'll make a second one that is a multiply, and then I'll tone down the multiply. The opacity on that layer will be toned down to 50%. So it's a whole thing. It's a process that I'm doing. It's the same process I did for these shadows, which are the exact same color if I were to change it to show you. But yeah, so we're making our way through, doing all right, I think. Making our way down. I wish these were a little smoother. But it's not the end of the world if they're not super smooth. So I'm going to bring that shadow out a little bit because there would be some cast shadow going. So we're going to slide that up a touch because there's a change in the dimension. Let's do that. We're gonna put a small shadow there. All right. This is, let's say that's going to kind of catch light. So that is going to be the edge of that one. Kind of bring that down here. Bring that edge up. Get a little bit more depth on that edge. See, if I go too slow, I get these weird little bumpy lines, which is super, super annoying. There we go. It's a little bit better. I think that kind of works. I don't know. Alright, so then let's just erase this. Got his hand. There's that. Get a little bit of that going. So let's do that. Bring this down a little bit. All right. Something kind of like that. Bring this back down here. There we go. Hey, Gurkick. Yeah, Gurkick. There we go. Yes, SWAT cats. I'm actually pretty close to done with this. Kind of. Kind of. It's, I don't know, there's always something more I can do, but we're getting close to done with them as far as that goes. I need to put that shadow on this one. There we go. Yeah. So we'll give this a little bit of a bump because that shadow's going to be offset because it's back down there. Give this one a little bit of a bump, showing those knuckle shadows. But yeah, I have shadows on Razor here, and then I'll try and do like a simple background. I want to do like a skyline of Mega Cat City. I don't know if I can find any pictures of that necessarily, so I might have to kind of wing that. And then I want to do their jet also, so there's that. Nope, wrong. There we go. So yeah, super fun. I'm excited. I love SWAT cats. It's always cool to find people who actually know what SWAT cats is, because there are a lot that don't. It's kind of interesting. See, and like on this is kind of a weird spot for me when I put something in like that, where like, yeah, how the light's gonna catch it kind of situation. I'm never really the best at those. Oh, yeah. Yeah. I loved the show. Like, I was one of the lucky few who was like just old enough when like my grandparents got like cable, because we didn't get cable, my grandparents did. Like it was still playing reruns on like Cartoon Network, and that was my favorite. It was one of my favorites. I mean, there's a lot. especially from like Cartoon Network and stuff. Let's see, let's call that. Let's do kind of this. Yeah, I don't hate it. Let's see. No, I'm not gonna do that there. I can put one in here. But yeah, like I said, this is one of my favorite shows, like obscure shows, for sure. Yeah, we'll leave that little spot. Bring this up. Kind of do this on that. Trying to make this as realistic as like fabric would kind of like kind of give it a little hit here and there where it would be raised kind of situation. I don't know. I might go back to more just flat kind of look like on T-Bone. It's hard to say at this point. Because I like both kind of styles. Like, it's really simple to do it one way for sure. Don't have to worry about how the fabric would be looking kind of situation. And then there's also like, I really like trying to figure that out sometimes. So it's a push and pull kind of setup. I mean, should have consistency in your piece, so you should figure it out. Like, I should have figured that out way before I started this shading thing, but sometimes you just gotta figure it out as you go. And it doesn't have to be the same all the way through. You can kind of change things up. It's not a big deal. Let's go back this way. Because, I mean, obviously different fabrics and different parts of this are going to react differently to the light. Like these straps, they're going to be like a thicker material and they're going to be more rigid, so they're going to be a little bit more flat. Whereas like the fabric on the arm, it's going to be very, very different from that situation. Let's chuck in a little spot right there for whatever reason. Maybe a spot there. But yeah, there's no 100% right, 100% wrong. Like I said earlier, you kind of do what feels right at the time, I guess, is kind of the way I do it. So you're not always going to be right, and that's okay. It's more about learning, at least for me. I don't know how other people feel about things like that, but for me it's more about what I learned from a piece rather than like it being perfect or something like that. I much prefer to learn things. And I mean, ideally it'd be nice to learn things the easy way, but that doesn't always happen. Like, I'd like to just be able to do things the right way from the beginning, but what you gonna do? Let's put like that. So yeah, this strap is not that thick, so it's going to be way back here. All right. Oh. Hmm. To download the doc file. Well, that's good. I'm glad that, like, it's always nice to find something that's easier to do, for sure. Yep. You almost got it, though. It was really close. Okay, so this is going to be a slightly thicker version. Yeah, I don't... Yeah. Let's do that right there. There we go. Yeah, just trying to keep it as like friendly to everyone as possible. Sorry. Otherwise, I wouldn't really care. Believe me. Okay. Oop, wrong one. There we go. In my actual everyday life, I curse frequently. But on here, I just prefer, like, because I'm part of a channel, a video game channel as well. And we have like friends whose kids watch the videos, and we curse so bad, so they can't ever watch it with sound. So it's like, it kind of blows. I'd rather like be a little bit more friendly to everyone on this channel at least. That's funny. There you go, yeah. Dun, 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 dun. Something kind of like that. Yeah. I've played Borderlands. Solid games for sure. All right, so we've kind of got a lot of this figured out. Let's get this hand taken care of. Since we're moving kind of down below it, let's move back up and kind of adjust it, fix it up. All right. Yeah. Most of the time, the characters that really love explosions are not the brightest ones. I really liked the first game is honestly the one I've actually finished so far, and I really liked the Hunter, Mordecai, but In Borderlands 3, I'm playing as what's his face? The Beastmaster. Why is his name not coming to me? Yeah, I don't know. For some reason, his name is not popping into my head. But he's hilarious. Let's just erase that like that. That's better. Oh, no. Yeah. Brick. Yeah, Brick was funny. He's really funny in the new one too. He's got a little role in like trapped in a jail or something. You have to go break him out. Him and a couple other people. And where? Let's do that like that. Okay, yeah, just give it a little bloop. Slab. Nope. Yeah. Borderlands is very clever with like their NPC characters for sure. They do a really good job. And yeah, and their main characters are always funny too, for sure. Yeah, that's good. Just gonna go kind of weird on this here. Bump this up a little bit. Just kind of give it a more organic feel to those edges. Try at least to give it a more organic feel. It'd be way easier if I just did it the same way as T-Bones. I really should. Say that tiny little spot gets a little pinpoint of light for whatever reason. Because I can, I guess. Because it's my drawing. Okay. Something kind of like that. All right, let's just. Something like that. All right. Let's hit that like that. Coffee. Coffee is delicious. Okay, so now we've got this. I think I'm fairly happy with all of that. I might just go back and kind of make it like the other one, but for now, we've got that. Okay, so let's hit that. Okay. Guess we can do this a little bit more. Because I do want that to be a little bit more of a substantial little spot there. So let's do that. Alright. Let's do something kind of like that. Hit this, kind of like that. There we go. That's not too bad. That kind of looks right. Finish. Stuff like that happens, I feel like. It's not that big of a deal. I'm sure you will remember it. Okay, so I do need to put a little line right there. Good thing everything is written down. Yep, there you go. That is a helpful thing. When the document you need to tell you things is actually useful. It tells you exactly what you need to know. Okay, let's do that. I'll just kind of hit that. Like so, I think. I don't know, that one's a little weird. I think that's what I was looking for, but I honestly don't know. Actually, no, it's not bad. I like that. That's not too bad. Make it a little bit like that. I think not too bad. Okay. Yep. Doing this. And even now, I'm seeing that there are sections where I missed a little spot like that. Tiny little white dot there is a section I missed on the mask layer that I did. Let's just erase that out. That's not too bad. And actually, let's see, that is coming up over. So this is actually going to be lit up as opposed to in shadow like I have it currently, because it's actually coming up over that. There we go, like that. See. You need to go down in here and oops, that. There we go. So this is a part where it actually makes sense to have these marks. So that's a good thing. Okay, got that. These. Try and get rid of some of these transparent marks. All right. And okay, let's make this kind of like that, I think. Let's move this one back a little bit like that. All right, so something kind of like that. Kind of dig that. Bring that like that. There we go. That's not too bad. So the thing about what I've done so far here is I can easily just cover that. And I mean, his clothes are a lot more baggy and less form-fitted, so it makes sense that there would be a difference for his shadows as opposed to T-Bone's. Just because T-Bone is like, T-Bone's the muscle. T-Bone has like the same size clothes on as Razor does, but T-Bone's fit kind of situation. So I'm not, I think I'm happy with how it looks right now, so I probably won't be changing those things, at least not at this moment. Let's see. Let's hit this a little harder. There, something kind of like that. To get this down farther, like that. There we go. Okay. And then yeah, this we can kind of push. Let's get it a little bit closer though. It's so close to smooth, so close. All right. That's a little bit better, I think. Yeah, I think that actually kind of looks right and works. Let's move. Let's do that. I think that's a little bit better. All right, so let's real quick. Let's zoom out here. Okay. I think I want to push the packs a little bit more, make them a little bit more three-dimensional. I'm pretty happy with everything else though, so let's push the packs a little bit. Nope, push the packs. Whoops, no, not what I meant to do. There we go. And then this one. Yeah, that's just in black. Let's push this one a little bit better, I think. Something kind of like that. Get a little bit of a turn up, a little bit thicker, just to kind of push that it's raised. It's a little bit more three-dimensional than it currently looked. Okay, let's go in here real quick. The other thing is I kind of want these to be smooth. I don't like having the little transparent little spots hanging around. I mean, you're really not going to notice it when you get in close, so I probably shouldn't worry about it unless you go in close, I mean. But it is what it is. This is how I work. I go through and I mess with stuff, and then I go back and I fix it until I'm happy. And I'm never happy, so I'm always fixing something, I feel like. Like that terrible bumpy curve. Oop. There we go. Just hit that. There we go. I think it's looking pretty darn good. Again, got that slight little spot. All right, so yeah, no, that's definitely, there we go. Okay, just check. So like I said, we do have some spots where I missed like putting down color in the mask layer I made. So I should go back and fix those. There's not a whole lot of them. There's like one there, there was one up here somewhere. I think that spot there and there. Small little things. That again, not gonna see unless you get super close in, but I know they're there. So I need to fix it. In my head, I need to fix it. Okay. There we go. And I definitely hate that like goopy little end bit thing that happens sometimes with a round brush. That is one of my biggest pet peeves when I'm making something, is I have to make sure like that right there, that's gonna go. Oh, and that's on the other character. That is on T-Bone. Okay, so let's do this. Let's hit this with a little spot right there. Let's push this out a little bit, like that, so kind of hit that little spot. Okay. And again, these belts aren't nearly as thick as any of the other stuff he's got on, so I don't want a huge thick line on these. Right there it makes sense because it's carving into his leg. But we need to kind of tone down there some of these a little bit. It's the opposite of the like bags he has up there. We need to tone it down. Okay, get rid of that little transparent spot. That transparent spot. Erase that. Erase that. Okay. What I don't have. There we go. All right. Alright, I think... Nope, wrong one. I think that's kind of everything. Okay, I need to tone down those shadows. They're a little too jagged on some spots. We need to kind of smooth out a little bit some of these sections here. Not all of them, but I do need to tone down some of this here. And then I think I'm gonna call it for today. And I really appreciate everyone stopping in. It's always awesome. Thank you very much. Let's bring this kind of up like that. That'll help. Okay. Let's flatten that. Just kind of smoothing some of these out so that it's not quite as drastic and crazy. I want it to change a little bit, but not as much as it currently does. Okay. Something like that. Let's kind of round these out a little bit. That definitely needs to tone down. There we go. Yeah. All right. I think that might be a little bit better. Let's look at it here. I mean, a little bit. I'm not going to say it's perfect because it's definitely not, but it kind of, it better represents, I think. All right, so let's duplicate that one. Let's just leave it as copy for now. I don't remember what I laid on. Shadow. Okay. Ooh. Okay, so for this one, I think it was overlay, and then for this one, it was multiply. Yeah, stuff like that is not easy, that's for sure. You would think that they would explain things a little better if they really wanted to help people out. But, you know, what are you gonna do? Okay, so that is what it looks like there. something that is interesting to me. Okay. I'm not entirely sure why T-bone stuff looks a little... Okay, so this one, that's 100% down, it's 50. Yeah, that's what I thought. That's 50, that's 100. So I don't know why T-bone's mask is a little lighter than Razor's mask, but for right now, that's something we're gonna have to deal with. No. It certainly could be. Because I'm using the same... Yeah, I don't know. I'm using the same... layers, the same fill and all that, so I don't know, it shouldn't be any different. Nope. So let's see, this should be a little bit farther up. Something kind of like that. Yeah. I think that little bit is gonna help a lot, I think. Push that. Okay, so let's just duplicate the layer. Blue. Okay. One, yeah. Delete. Yes. Okay, and then that was going to be 50%, and it is multiply. Yeah, that's a little bit better, having that spot like that. I need to check on some of that stuff, but for right now, that's good enough. Yeah, I really don't, because let's see, his shadows off, his shadows off, should be the same. I think they're the exact same gray. They could be slightly different. No, stop. Stop doing that. Yeah. I think just because his colors are warmer, it's probably the issue that I'm running into on this. But yeah, for now, I think it looks pretty good. I will have to kind of fix his shadow stuff a little bit, but I dig it for right now. It's working well. Thanks everyone for stopping in and everyone who followed me. I really appreciate it. Thank you very much. And yeah, hopefully I will see you all again next time. Where is my cursor? There it is. Yeah, so thank you all. I appreciate it very much, and I love chatting with you guys. I hope you come back. So I will see you guys on Monday. Until then, I'll see you later.